At a technical level, there's actually a lot of concerns that are being raised where you don't necessarily know where that computer's been, who's been touching it, what else they're doing. Everyone's heard about all of the school issues with Google having issues with all the homeschooling and things like that. And these machines are on that network with all of these children's machines and tablets and what have you doing home learning. There's a really big risk there of what has that system been through. Now, if all of the different blocking mechanisms we talk about are in place, maybe you worry about it less and deal with it when it comes in. Otherwise, there really should be a really hardcore plan. Before you start letting mass amounts of people back in the office, how are you going to make sure things are clean? Mm-hmm. You know, the last thing that you want to do, because a lot of these malwares and hackers, they're smart. They know the difference between someone at home and someone in the office. They know the difference. And wouldn't it be horrible that you start bringing people back and at a 1 week time bomb of everybody being in the office and relaxing, ransomware that's been dormant for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, runs from the inside out? That would be pretty horrible there.
So can you put so traditional antivirus is out the door. There's just no way that's
out the door.
So let's just consider traditional antivirus done. So if you had OpenDNS, that will at least prevent you making sure that any DNS, weird DNS users can't go anywhere and do any more damage from an infection. Can you put like an AI tool like a capture client at the endpoint or like CrowdStrike or something like that?
Yeah, I mean definitely next gen AV capture client, something with full sandboxing actually turned on. Most customers don't turn it on.
Okay. Why don't they turn it on?
Because it's a pain. And it causes help desk. Well, I mean, it causes help desk calls when it first gets initialized. People are busy. They don't want to deal with the fact that it's not one click and you're out, because realistically, no matter what marketing says, none of those vendors are one click. It all takes a little bit of effort. Mm-hmm. But when it comes back in the office, you mentioned AI. What's interesting about that, think of the threat management systems that are in. For the last few months, they now have a different learned behavior of what normal is.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you got to think about it. So when these PCs start coming back, normal is now radically different.
There's a new normal.
There's a new normal. And so if you bring people back into the office and you think, well, I've got these AI systems I can rely on. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. It might be 6 months since that computer's been there. What's normal? Whoa. You don't know. And so that's why there has to be thought there too, because you also don't want to be the CIO that when people start coming back in the office, all of a sudden, all of these fire alarms start going off left, right, and center because all of these systems are triggering on things it hasn't seen in 6-7 months. Yeah. So that can be dangerous as well.